Hello, my name is Lalleman. I'm a researcher here at University of Applied Sciences and Utrecht Medical Center. We wrote an article about the supportive roles of nurse managers. This is an article that's part of a larger research project on the nature of managerial work of nurse managers in hospitals. And it's not really about the nature of their work, it's more about how their professional background influences their daily repertoire. So you are a nurse, you became a manager, and what of your background comes into this new role of being a manager, and what helps and what hinders? And to point out this nursing identity in this new role, or to identify that, we use the tools of Bourdieu, so Habitus, Capital and Field. And we looked in 4 different hospitals at 16 nurse managers and we shadowed them. We did research in both the Netherlands and the United States, and I think that's a strength of this article. What we saw is that nurse managers had in the end 8 different dispositions of nurse middle managers' habitus. So 8 dispositions that more or less made their repertoire in daily work. I'm not going to zoom in on all the 8 dispositions, please read the article, but I want to look at 3, the clinical, the caring and the scientific disposition, which are crucial for nurse managers' authority, the way they manage, their credibility, for both nursing staff, physicians, performance improvement, safety, etc. So the caring disposition is a crucial one because it stands close to our identity as nurses. It's about being there for the other. And we used the philosopher Levinas to explain that. Being there, if there's a call for help, you feel the moral obligation to step in and do something. That's what we nurses do. That's what nurse managers do all the time. They step in. They make sure things get arranged. It's crucial, but it can also be a trade-off. Because as a nurse manager, you cannot always be there for everyone all the time. And what we saw in some of the cases is that nurse managers try to skulk away in their offices, doing the roster, the scheduling, because they don't want to be confronted with this call for help all the time. The clinical disposition then became jeopardized because they didn't see any patients, they didn't talk to nurse staff, they didn't talk to physicians. And then the erosion of the authority actually kicks in. There was one case, the last case, where there was a strong scientific disposition in the configuration of a disposition. Then actually this scientific disposition helped the nurse managers with dealing with the trade-offs of this caring disposition. Because they were more analytic. They chew on it for a while, they postponed their behavior. They didn't have to actually step in all the time, which is crucial for this caring disposition. They could choose unreflectively. I'm going to step in, I'm going to analyze, I'm going to help and do something. We now wonder how these various configurations of dispositions influence the leadership of these nurse managers. So our second article zooms into that point. And the third article we are also writing is about the context, which is very important, we found out. The context in which these nurse managers do their work. The third article will be about context, the field that actually enhances this kind of leadership behavior. So please follow us, our research group, our work, and hope to see you soon.